Hello and welcome back to the channel, it's me Lunas, and today we'll be continuing the Rimworld run. Last episode we did some more mining and prepared quite a few sets of armor and builds for the battle we're about to take to the mechs. We are going for the grav core first. And we are just waiting on a couple more sets of armor. I am gonna start assigning roles now though. I'm gonna have Rinnick switch to the charge rifle though. And then that's a legendary assault rifle. So we just need someone else to take that. I think Kiko is probably a good pick. Yeah, we'll have Kiko take that. And then Emily is at level 10. Strick is level 10. Tree is level 12. I'll have Tree equip the Masterwork Assault Rifle. And then Deadlift is also being moved up. And Strick will be as well. So we'll do that. Hang on. So Rinnick, Deadlift, and Jimenez are gonna be the next people who get suits of armor. And the closest entrance is down here. Do we have a... I swear Grey had a shield belt. Or can they not equip it with... I'm a little concerned. Hang on. Sign, manage apparels, anything, utility. Shield belt. And then space uniform. We'll just force it upon people who need it. Which means when they got moved to space uniform, they dropped the shield belts. But they should have been moved to here. Right, we are gonna have to make the shield belts then again at some point. Empty room. There's a few mechanoids in here. Doesn't look like there's too many though. That's quite a few. Or if we have Grey take the Scorcher, and then the others take the weaker mechanoids. Come on, Grey, get in there. Okay, it doesn't help that a decent few of the mechs have flame-based attacks now. Okay, that's the mechs down. We'll have Deadlift deal with that. And then the others for the time being can fall back, as it's already fairly late. Don't go that way. Right, these shield belts have been moved back to their correct positions. So we're gonna get those equipped on our melee combatants. I know some mechanoid attacks ignore shields. I think the beam attacks from the Tesseron and the Cyclops ignore shield belts, but it'll be good for stopping the turrets and the lancers and everything else. Right, we have a second excellent quality charge rifle now. So we will be giving that to Kiko, and then he will give up his assault rifle to Tree. And then Tree will give up her assault rifle to Emily. Right, we are making advanced components again with Tree and Jimenez. And Lane is continuing the marine armor. What level is Tree now? Level 18. I might actually have her help with armor just because the process is being fairly slow at the moment. Right, we've assigned her 3 sets of armor to make, so hopefully she can get on that quickly. Jimenez with his industrious trait and bionics should be able to keep up with both of them making armor. Right, Grey is basically fully healed. The leg is non-important. If they lose a leg, we can just give them another one. Right, Sienna has an inspiration, but we can't really use that. We're gonna have Bowman work on one of these doors, and Rinnick can also work on another of the doors as well. And then we can get these crates open. It's gonna be a whole bunch of gravlight panels. The ship is maxed out in terms of space we can use building via gravlight panels. So for the time being, it will just be buildings that are added to the ship. That one's empty. Right, we're gonna prepare to breach the next room. I actually might do this one first. If there's anything here. There's nothing here. I'm gonna go down here. Pollock seed. Okay, so a way of removing pollution that's not machines. This room could be difficult. I think if we fight our way through this way, it'll be better. Actually, there's 2 Cyclops. We'll just draw them down, I think, and shut them down. Deadlift, great, take that out. Oh! Rinnick move. I didn't realize they were gonna flank along so far. Right, Crafter, move back. Bowman should be fine now that he's actually in combat with it. Yeah, it completely ignored the shield. Luckily, it doesn't do much damage per hit when they're armored. Okay. A couple more Militars. Deal with that, and then everyone else can push down to the south. This isn't actually proving to be too much of an issue. Right, Bowman, get this door. Grey Crafter push in, and then Rinnick can deadlift here. Literally nothing. Okay. Right, we'll rush the Militor. The Cyclops, I mean. That's the only thing that's any danger. We'll have Crafter run through the middle of the room to get the turret's attention. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Damn, shields are so good. orbital bombardment target. That'll be that could potentially be useful. I don't know if we can use it in space though, but we'll see. We might not even need to use it in space. I feel like it'd be a lot more useful against ground raids. Seems like most of the rooms are done now. Where are you guys going? Right, 2 more rooms. I think our colonists are plenty strong enough to actually just keep pushing. It's a massive hollow area, I think. Which means we are basically done. I'm gonna have the troops stick around just in case there's mechanoids inside of these, but I doubt it. That's alright. Luciferium. Right, we're already done with the grav engine. I'm gonna allow all of the mech corpses to be brought aboard, and we'll shred those down for some spare parts. And now we can have a look at the armor progress. Not all that much, but to be fair, we probably were only working on that for like a few hours. And then looking at the interior of here, we can see that everything has been hauled out. So we're gonna have a Rinnikin deadlift grab the grav core. That went a lot faster than I was expecting it to be honest. We're already able to leave. I'm expecting the mech hive to be a lot stronger than this though. I'm expecting to basically have to do something along the lines of a siege. So we're gonna return to the surface for a 2-day rotation of the grav engine cooldown and try and get some more animals. We do have to start traveling in that direction as well, and I'm unsure how many attempts of landing it will take to get there. It does look like just over 2. Okay. I'm gonna do the usual and gather a small amount of fuel. This should be the last time we have to do it. I am gonna harvest some herbal medicine as well to boost our stockpile, as I'm imagining there's gonna be quite a few injuries. Right, Bowman does need death rest, so we're gonna have him start that. Also, while they're both good on Hemogen for the time being, I'm pretty sure that we are finally out, despite Camissa providing Hemogen. So we're gonna have a bunch of colonists offer up some Hemogen. and hopefully we won't have to do this again. The hunting takes a bit longer than I was expecting it to, and I've only just realized why. It was because most of the colony was assigned to ship only. So we've just resolved that, though it may end up with us leaving a little bit later than I planned. Only by about 10 to 12 hours though. Right, we finally have a full prestige set of marine armor. And we are going to have Crafter equip it. And we're going to remove the others for the time being. Crafter's been in armor for so long I haven't actually seen what his hair looks like, or I couldn't remember. Okay, he is now in his prestige armor. And we can now allow the other armors to be used again. We do actually have another 2 people that can equip armor now. And that is going to be Tree and Strick. And the main armor pieces are being made by both Tree and Lane now, so we should be able to get plenty more up soon, with most of the helmets already being made. Okay, are there any more animals that have been assigned to be hunted? There are not. I think as soon as morning comes around, we're gonna hunt the elephants over here, and then we'll leave immediately after. Okay. They get absolutely slaughtered. Frog does take a tiny bit of damage from an autocannon. We're lucky because that could have been quite a bit worse. But they're now all down, and we will assign the last survivors to be hunted. And this should provide enough meat to take on the Mech hive. And with that, we should leave now as well. Just out of range, yeah. Alright, we've landed in the middle of a tropical rainforest. And we will be here for 2 days, most likely just waiting to be able to leave. There's quite a lot of uranium ore here, but there's no plastil, which is what I was looking for. A boomerlope does self-tame, but we are going to release it, as we don't really have a place to store it. Some cargo pods arrive with some penicillin. We will take it, but I'm not sure if it will go to much use. How many people do we have? 23. if we were to take it, how long does it last? So it keeps diseases at bay for roughly 5.5 days. Okay, we have a whole bunch of inspirations, and I've noticed that the rice is seeming to have stabilized since we changed some of the hydroponics back from herbal medicine to rice. Crafting is going well, and we're about to have another 2 sets of marine armor ready for use. I am gonna have Tree finish her work first though. Oh no, that's a helmet, not a regular set. That's fine. I'm gonna assign Sam next then. I've increased the max pemmican build to 3.5k so we can use the remaining elephant in storage. I don't want to lose out on any meat at this point, as we have enough rice to cook down, and also, just in case this does end up being a drawn out fight, we would definitely have the food in storage to be able to do it in one go, rather than having to retreat and then go back again. Bowman is back up from death rest. And Crafter is probably going to be fine. He won't have to death rest as he has nearly 2 weeks left until his next one. We are offered another quest for a fuel optimizer, and we are going to ignore that again as we are past the point of needing it now. Okay, there is a torrential rainpour, and it's gonna flood the map, although the ship is now ready to leave, so we can avoid that altogether. I am gonna wait just a tiny bit, as we can now produce a second prestige marine. I am gonna have Crafter take the legendary set, as he was our first major fighter, and then we're gonna have Bowman equip the other set of prestige marine armor, as I feel they've earned it. And then we have one more set of marine armor that's currently available, and we will hand that off to Emily. We're just gonna check her weaponry. She is on a masterwork assault rifle. And I am actually gonna move Lips up, as I want him to be the next person. I feel like we can make one more, which I'm gonna have Lane work on. And I would like Lips to take part in this final fight. Right, we are all armored up though. We are probably going to have to do quite a big job of defending this ship, just in case the mechanoids do decide to attack. I think we should be alright though. It looks like there's quite a lot of defensive areas around the map. And as we're here, we're probably just going to aim to wipe out everything. But for the time being, we will assign everyone to ship only and wait to begin our siege. We have found out about the Cerebex core though. Cerebex. And it is the structure that controls all the mechanoids. So once this is destroyed, we should be able to get rid of it once and for all. So we need to destroy the stabilizers. Mech hive buffer. If we take too long, that could produce quite a lot of new mechanoid units. I don't actually know where the stabilizers are. We can't see them as of yet, so we will have to search the other buildings before we move into the main complex. Okay, we have got the next set of prestige armor ready. We are going to have Grey equip it, and we'll have them equip the samurai helmet as well, as I don't think we have another prestige helmet. I am going to assign Kiko to space uniform now. Not Kiko, Lips. And then Sienna and Kira are also troops that I would like in this fight. So I'm going to have Lane work on some weapons for them quickly, and then we'll get them some armor as well. We will need a shield. Mechanoid assault. If those were just birthed by the if those were just birthed by the Mech hive birthers, then that's quite a lot. We will need a shield belt then. And then we'll gather our forces to stop those mechanoids. They may push straight into the corridor, so we can just do what we normally do, potentially. Oh, you need to go inside. That was close. Stay away from this area, please. Deadlift push up. We should be in a good position to just melee rush these guys now. The Cypher takes itself out. Nice, we mopped those up pretty easily. Very few injuries. And the turrets are doing work as well. Yeah, they annihilated about half of those for us. It does look like the closer turrets are going to fall fairly often. But that's fine, as long as they buy us a little bit of time. I'd say our forces are fairly strong now though, and we weren't even engaging with half of them. I think we only had about 6 people actually, like, active in that fight. Obviously ignoring the turrets. I'm gonna switch the shield belt to be Tree's job. I would like an excellent quality one, but it doesn't really matter what quality it is. We have enough melee fighters now that we should be able to overwhelm any charging mechanoids fairly quickly. And we can switch people out from being the vanguard if we need to. Okay, the shield belt has been made. It was good quality. But we are gonna have to equip it, as I don't want to have to make another one. And we did get a Gladius made, which is gonna go to Sienna. I think with the stronger damage output of the spear, we'll give it to Kira just because they're a bit more vulnerable because of the good quality shield belt. But it still does, it should still do a decent amount in stopping shots. I'm imagining probably 3 Lancer shots. We are just waiting on one more helmet and the spear though. So we should be ready to begin the attack in 4. Probably within the next probably within the next day. There are a bunch more mechanoids now though in the main complex. But if it's not producing any of the tunnelers, I think they're called, or the centipedes, we should be fine. Termites, that's it. Alex has become an adult. And we'll just put him into some random skills and passions, and we'll have him grab a gun as well. He'll just be here to defend against any mechanoids that do get past the main force. Same with Celeste. It would have been better if we noticed it earlier, but the temperature control for this area of the ship was really poor, so we just had to install a vent here to get it up to a better temperature. Since we've been here, we've been crafting at about 78% efficiency in this room, so that's rather unfortunate. Celeste is in labor, and we will have her gather for childbirth. The child is born healthy, and we will name them. They are the last colony-born child of the series. Right, a number of mechanoids have arrived. It does look like they are pretty strong actually. And there's actually a couple that I haven't fought before. Okay, so this guy is gonna be a high priority to take down in melee combat. And then we also have a War Queen down here. I thought this was an Apocryton at first, but luckily not. There are 2 War Queens though. And 4 Centurions. As well as about half a dozen centipedes. I believe Sam outranges mechanoids, so we're gonna have her head out and try and deal with some. I am gonna send Crafter with her as an escort. If we can at least snipe some of these lancers, that would be very useful. She is in range of the turret. We'll just have her do damage as she can to those guys. As for the group down here, I'm kind of unsure how I want to do this. They will come in staggered, but I'm not sure our melee combatants will be able to shut them down quick enough due to them being heavy class. That Centaurian has some range. I was trying to check its range, but sadly I wasn't able to. Nice shot. Right, we have managed to do a little bit of damage to the lancers on this side. We are gonna fall back for the time being and potentially deal with them at the ship. Nice shot. The Lancers... Yeah, the Lancers are actually coming in quite a bit faster than the other mechanoids. So we may actually get a chance to out-damage them, potentially. Sienna, go help. Fall back. Right, what are we dealing with? The first of the centipedes is getting close. There is a lone centipede around this way. If we can have... Let's see. Strick is probably going to deal a lot of damage with that shotgun. So if we have Sienna, Kira, and Deadlift wrap around and try and take out that lone one, we might be in a good position. And then we'll have Rennick wait there. And then Blumen and the others can hold the ship. Right, there is a decent bit of damage to the hull here. So we... Oh no, we have a back barrier. That's exactly why that is there. Nice. Fall back. Oh, you guys are supposed to charge in. I'm unsure why Kira is without one of her legs. I'm pretty sure all the bionics are being put on at once. Get rid of those ciphers. Right, and then we can move our melee colonists. Sienna is taking a fair beating. We should be able to take this centipede. Those Centaurians are a pain. Focus the centipedes, please. Right, the northern one is done. Actually, don't go that way. Not yet. Open that door. And then fall back. These Centaurians. We're gonna have to draw them around the corner to start. And then we're gonna need some additional firepower. Do we draw them up how we did before? It's gonna keep our unarmored people alive. you should be over here. Sam, I'm gonna need your help. And then Celeste is exhausted. Yeah, fall back. Crafter, get back as well. Right, and then there's a Centaurian and a War Queen outside. We should have reinforced this corridor with uranium. We'll pull the others in. How do we deal with this? I'm gonna pray Crafter can carry on his momentum. That is a lot of centipedes though. If they get to where everyone is, we are gonna be in a lot of danger. I'm gonna move Lane and Frob back, I think. Kira, Strike, Sienna, Gray, you're gonna come out and stop the reinforcements. That should delay some of the centipedes for a little bit. Strick, you get that Centaurian down. Right, Crafter has dealt with his Centaurian. The other mechanoids are moving into the ship. Crafter is going to take a lot of damage now. Get back. Bowman, your time has come. Come on, Crafter, keep it up. Back in cover. Hopefully his shield belt can recharge a little bit. Bowman and Sienna are here now as well. the outside fight has gone our way. Strick can come in and reinforce the door. And Grey can come in and help now as well. As Kira. We're gonna have to have Sienna back off. And we'll draw these mechanoids in and shut them down. Actually, no, we'll charge them. Kira has unfortunately died to the last of the centipedes. The colony fought amazingly there though. I thought we were done for with that many ultra heavies and shields. But we need to get to work immediately on fixing up the ship again. Right, and then I'm gonna destroy these, and I'm gonna put a sarcophagus in here. Right, we need to strengthen this corridor as well as soon as we've cleaned up a bit. Right, Sam's operation has been finished. And the industrial tech medicine is indeed all gone. There's a decent amount of mechanoids in here, so I'm expecting them to attack soon. Right, and as we are starting to need bionics again, I'm gonna unsuspend these bionics bills. The biosculptor pods have been removed, so we're gonna get a sarcophagus down. Okay, most of the colonists are healed up. So we should be able to repel the next mechanoid attack. Right, the freezer, we have actually gone for a lot of the meat, so we need to think about turning the tide quickly here. And to do that, we are going to get the corridor strengthened a bit so we can repel the next attack easier. The colonists along the side rooms here would have taken a lot less damage had these walls not fallen so easily. We are going to begin the Interment of Truth and hopefully get a mood bonus from that. We're going to have to cancel it. As the mechs decide to attack at a pretty bad time. We're gonna have the Marines gather to repel them. We deal with them fairly easily, and now we can begin the interment of truth without being interrupted. Commissa has died to vacuum exposure. I'm unsure why. Okay. The vac barrier here has been destroyed. So we're gonna shut this door. And get a new vac barrier built. Somehow it's a terrible funeral, which is extremely saddening. And it's gonna make it a lot harder to recover the mood. To try and remedy this, we are gonna begin the real fiesta now. And somehow this is terrible as well. So we are in a pretty bad spot with a fair few things going wrong at once. Okay, with the main force of the Marines being actually in a fairly decent mood and shape, we are going to send them into fight once more. Crafter and Bowman are gonna lead the charge, with Sienna offering some support, as well as a few of the Marines heading in as well. And hopefully while they're gone, the rest of the colonists can sort out the ship somewhat. We're gonna try here first and see if we can get rid of some of these stabilizers. Otherwise we will have to return to the surface to resupply. We'll split the group into separate squads and have them work on each side of the building. We get a sentience catalyst. Nails has gone into the vacuum exposed area of the ship and taken some damage, so we'll have him retreat while Emily works. Another empty room, and we'll have Bowman move around to this door. Another empty room, we'll have these colonists move on to here. And with the vacuum sorted out, we're going to reinforce this wall. With the turrets not here anymore, we're going to double wall this to try and stop this happening again. Another empty room. So we're going to have the group pushed down towards the main building and start clearing that. Okay, the building to the west is clear, and we're going to push into the main one now. The first room is clear. With this corridor clear, we are going to check the northern part first. And there is a hacking door. With the door ready, we can head straight through and enter the next room. We have located the first of the stabilizers, and it looks like there are a fair few mechs guarding it, although they aren't really as strong as the forces that appear in here and attack us from time to time. So if we can draw them out here, we should be able to shut them down pretty easily. And we will order our troops to take up some positions to make that an easier feat. The Scorchers may be a bit of an issue. Don't do that. Jimenez is being chased by a Cypher. Stricken deadlift, you need to move. Okay, a pikeman has appeared from one of the other corridors. Sienna, go and help down there, please. Jimenez is in a pretty bad spot. I'm gonna have them retreat. And then deadlift, take the corner. Right, we can start pushing into this main room. Jimenez should be able to get back to the ship fine by himself. I just don't want to risk losing another colonist right now. Right, with Bowman attracting the turret fire, we can start shutting these turrets down. And then Crafter's doing a good job pushing down to the south. Oh wait, no. Rinnick will get hit by that. Never mind. Right, deadlift and Strick can work on getting that sorted out. I'm not sure what the explosive range is going to be like on this. So we're gonna get everyone out the way before we start firing it and have them keep some distance. Vacuum exposure. Okay. So it seems like vacuum exposure can affect marines, space marines, but it's more like a disease than how they get damaged while being outside normally. Fall back. I'm hoping oh, this is gonna be rough. I think I'm gonna end the episode here, because this is turning out to be quite a slog. And then next episode we'll try and end it as a finale. We are just about managing to start pushing though. But we are probably looking at another 2 to 3 mechanoid raids at least, including this one. The Apocryton seems to be pretty fast, so if we can take that down before the ultra heavy mechs arrive, we should be good to go. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you are enjoying, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It massively helps out and lets me know that you enjoy the content I produce. Thank you again. Goodbye.